All right, good morning everyone. This is Gail Hartfield, meteorologist at the National Weather Service here in Raleigh, here with the weekly impact weather briefing for Central North Carolina, which covers the period Monday through Sunday, July 25th through the 31st. First, looking at this week's weather pattern, you see there in the top left, we are under an area of high pressure currently with weak troughing over the Piedmont, and you can see that the pattern really doesn't change much throughout the entire week. We don't have a very good chance of rain here, even going into midweek. Looks like it's going to be fairly dry today, fairly low precipitation chances today and tomorrow. Maybe a little bit better chance as we head into Wednesday and Thursday, but still not great and nothing that's going to serve as a major relief from the heat and humidity that we're experiencing. And once we get later in the week, we will remain under this area of strong high pressure that's stacked up through the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, and that will keep us largely rain-free. Not like some places may get some precipitation, but most places will remain dry through the end of the work week and continued hot and humid. Here are our predicted heat index values for the upcoming few days here. Today we're looking at heat index values around 100 degrees, perhaps reaching or exceeding 105 in some spots, and looking at fairly similar conditions all through the next few days. May see a little bit of a relative cool break now and again as we get into the mid part of the week and across the northern and western sections of the forecast area. We may hold closer to 100 degrees or in the upper 90s for a heat index, but in general, not a whole lot of relief is expected. Here is our severe thunderstorm potential over the next few days. Basically not very much. This is even probably a little bit optimistic to think we're going to get fairly widespread thunderstorms today and tomorrow as well. Looks like, as I said, precipitation chances are fairly low over the next couple days, maybe increasing a little bit Wednesday, but still not looking at widespread precipitation amounts for most of the CWA. They should be fairly low, and most places will stay thunderstorm free. Here are the forecast rainfall amounts. As you can see, not an awful lot here over the next couple of days. The values you see there for Tuesday and Wednesday, we could see some showers and storms sneaking across the western and far northern Virginia border counties through the midweek, but that may be a little bit optimistic to think that we're going to get a half an inch of rain widespread. So right now we're looking at most places staying dry, so the amounts you see there may be a little bit overdone. We can cross our fingers and hope that we'll get a little bit of rain, but we're not counting on it, honestly. And there unfortunately doesn't look like there's going to be a big break in this pattern we're in. We seem to be kind of stuck in this pattern during what is now the hottest part of the year here, coming into late July into early August. It looks like we have a better than usual chance of having above normal temperatures for another, extending into next week as well, with not a lot of indication that we're going to get any significant precipitation, probably more garden variety late day showers and storms here, so not a lot of relief in sight, unfortunately. So providing a summary of this next week here, hot and humid conditions are going to persist through at least the end of the work week and perhaps beyond that. We're advising folks to continue to use to practice your safety rules, so staying out of the sunlight, staying in air conditioning as much as possible. Even spending a few minutes in air conditioning once every hour or two can do a lot to help ward off heat illnesses. So it's very important to practice safety rules and stay in well-ventilated areas and don't overexert yourself outside, especially in the hottest part of the day from late morning through the afternoon and early evening hours. So but even if we don't get a heat index of 105 every day, the cumulative effects of this heat and humidity are concerning to us, and the fact that there's going to be little recovery at night. Low temperatures are only going to be in the mid, perhaps upper 70s in some spots, so that will allow very little recovery and will maintain the threat for some heat illnesses across the area. The storm chances do seem to improve mid to late week, but will still be no better than typical summertime scattered variety, and we're not expecting any widespread rain to provide some significant relief from the heat this week, unfortunately. And the severe weather threat remains very low. Any storms obviously can produce locally gusty winds and some brief heavy rain, but we're not expecting anything widespread. So that is all I have. I will entertain any questions if anyone has any.